All right, folks, it's a beautiful day at the old ballpark, so put your mustard on that dog, grab that bag of peanuts, sip that cold one, and let's meet our Tiger of the Day.
Today's Tiger video is Matt Brunson. He is represented by a 1994 Upper Deck, base card number 296, with a on-card auto, slabbed by stats grading. When you hear first-round pick, you picture a future big leaguer, a name you'll hear on opening day lineups, a player who becomes part of the franchise's story. But baseball history is full of another type of story, the almost story. And today, we're talking about one of the most fascinating almost stories in Detroit Tigers draft history. Matt Brunson, also listed as Larry Matthew Brunson, the 9th overall pick in the 1993 MLB draft. He was fast. He was a switch hitter. He looked like the kind of athlete who could change games with his legs, and yet, he never played a major league game for Detroit. So what happened? Let's rewind the tape. In 1993, the Tigers used the 9th overall pick on Brunson, a standout from Cherry Creek High School in Colorado. When you're taken that high, the expectations are loud, even before you play a professional inning. Detroit didn't draft him for home runs. They drafted him for tools, especially speed, and the hope that his bat would develop in pro ball. Brunson's Detroit story really lives in the Tigers farm system, especially the 1994 season. That year, he played for Detroit's Class A affiliate, the Fayetteville Generals, and put his speed on full display with 50 stolen bases. 50. That's the kind of number that makes front offices pay attention. It says, this guy can pressure defenses, create chaos, and turn a walk into scoring position in a heartbeat. Detroit also gave him time at Lakeland, their high A club, a sign the Tigers wanted to see if he could handle a tougher level. And here's the key detail. In prospect rankings of the time, Brunson was viewed as one of the top names in the Tigers pipeline, listed as number 4 in 1994 and number 2 in 1995 on Baseball America team prospect lists. So, yes, this wasn't a fringe guy. Detroit genuinely saw a potential impact player. But baseball development is brutal, and the jump from fast prospect to everyday big leaguer is where a lot of players get stuck. In 1995, Brunson split time again between Fayetteville and Lakeland, but the offensive numbers didn't surge the way a top 10 pick usually needs to. And across his overall minor league career, the stat line tells the story. A .200 batting average with 106 stolen bases, a player who could run but struggled to turn that speed into enough consistent offense to climb the ladder. He ultimately topped out at the A+ level, and after 1995, he was no longer in Detroit's system. In 1996, he played in the Florida Marlins organization with Brevard County at High A. Still running, still fighting, still chasing the dream. But the climb to the majors never came, and that's where Matt Brunson's story takes a turn you almost never see. Here's the did you know that makes this one unforgettable. After affiliated baseball, Brunson went back to school and played wide receiver at the University of Colorado. Think about that. Most players who leave pro ball step away from competition. He went into another major sport at a high level. It's a rare reminder that some athletes are just different. So how should Tigers fans remember Matt Brunson? As a snapshot of scouting and development in the 1990s, as a reminder that even top 10 picks can be unpredictable, and as one of the more unique whatever happened to stories in Detroit draft history, because not many Tigers prospects can say they went from pro baseball to college football. If you enjoyed this deep dive Tigers prospect story, drop a like, subscribe, and comment.